Welcome, project management team, developers, and stakeholders. I'd like to personally thank you for coming out today. My name is Dale Moose. I am the UI UX designer working on this project. Why are we here? We are here to discuss my proposed design change for the mobile navigation menu. What am I talking about? The hamburger menu, of course, the iconic design that many users have grown to know and love. Let's talk about the problem. Here I have a pair of results from the previous design. The one on the left is standard PC or tablet. The one on the right is mobile. As you can see, the mobile device is lacking the user engagement needed to sustain sales and even increase profitability. Here I have a story of a guy that's on his way home from work. His spouse calls him. He's trying to do all these things at once, and he goes on Marcos to order from the mobile device, but he can't find the navigation menu because he's not that tech savvy. He doesn't recognize the arrow to open it. So he gets frustrated and goes and orders from Pizza Hut instead. This seems to be a common issue users are experiencing with the collapsible sidebar menu. Therefore, we must restructure the navigation in a way that is more noticeable and familiar to increase usability and user engagement. What's the solution? I put the hamburger menu into an interactive component on the top left corner of the screen. I feel like this will keep those tech savvy, younger generation, millennials who know a lot more about technology and love technology engaged, while somebody who is not so tech savvy or some older generation can still notice it and say, hey, I recognize that. I know how to navigate that. I click on that to get where I want to be. And that's what we're looking for. I also, once the navigation menu is opened up, I put the theme setting, the language setting, and the order now components all in there. So everything is in one place. They don't have to go searching to find things. Once the menu option is hovered over, then the other menu options will come out as like a side faucet, exposing how to get to everything they want to order. And then lastly, I set up a dashboard through Firebase and Google Analytics in order to track site crashing. Also, we added some custom events in there to look out for, just to kind of nudge to help the developer out. Just some things that I have noticed throughout my career and things that I've seen to that helps reduce site crashing. What's the market validation? 72, as I said before, 72% of customers order online or in an app. Therefore, you see how imperative it is to design this way to increase usability. 34% of customers spend at least $50 or more when ordering from a mobile device, which is huge because that accounts for a lot of money. 72% of users are familiar with how to navigate a hamburger menu within a site or app, which is big. It tells me that more users are going to be familiar with this than a collapsible sidebar menu. Um, as just a little tidbit, I added the highest days for pizza sales per year are Super Bowl Sunday, Thanksgiving Eve, Halloween, and New Year's Day. So adding these little flares to the navigational menu, I feel like can increase sales and get people talking amongst their friends and um, bring people to the site, and which in turn equates to more purchases. So I feel like this would be a added bonus. By increasing retention for the 72% of mobile user base, we can guarantee repeat customers, which is definitely the goal, and boost sales to move into that number 4 spot in front of Papa John's, which is a realistic goal. Market size: 45% of Americans eat pizza at least once a week. That is astounding. And what I'm looking to do is tap into every single one of those people, and maybe we can get some of those people coming back 2 or 3 times per week. That's the goal. Americans consume approximately 3 billion pizzas a year. Wow. Currently, like I said before, we're sitting at the number 5 spot for annual pizza sales per year. As you can see by this chart, Papa John's is only 2.1 billion, and we're 1.6 billion. So here we only have zero point 0.5 billion to go in 1 year. That's the goal. Um, Surpass Papa John's in 1 year. I think with this new design change, we can do that. The product. Here are a list of questions that I came up with that I feel like the market would ask. How can we ensure that users can find a way to navigate our site within the 5.4 seconds? That's the usual time frame that users take to look at a site and say, okay, where do I want to go next? By placing the navigation in the top left corner of the screen, approximately 80% of users look to the top left corner when landing on a site. So that's where our component needs to be. How do we keep the user engaged and wanting them to explore and purchase more? By designing custom features to make them feel valued and important to us. The more valued a customer feels, the more trust they will put in us to help them deliver their product. And then, what do customers want the most? They want convenience. This order now button takes them straight to how to order. They want reliability. With these site crashes, um, with the events that we're putting in place and the monitoring, then this will increase reliability that they will be able to complete their purchase. And value. By adding deals and um, little coupon things throughout the site, makes the customer feel like they're getting value. Market adoption. Um, Domino's is in the top spot, and Little Caesars is third. And they both use a hamburger menu in their sites. So that tells me that with that amount of sales, they're putting trust in a hamburger menu, and I think so should we. There are various frameworks such as React or Angular that are available to create this interactive menu that I'm talking about. This keeps the development costs down while increasing usability for the user, which is the main focus. We want the user to have a stress-free process, ordering process from start to finish. The use of the hamburger menu has been proven to increase sales by up to 24%. And we could possibly get to 24%. Of course, starting out, it's going to be a little lower, maybe 5. Um, and we only need to get to about 10% to surpass our goal of beating Papa John's out at the number 4 spot. Um, so let's aim for that within the next year. Pizza chains are a mobile first approach with their sites, apps, and marketing, being the majority of their business is now ordered online and through an app. Um, and so that's what we need to focus on. Um, yes, we want all customers to feel appreciated and valued. Um, we want to make it easier for all customers. But if something is lacking on the mobile device, then we really have to get it figured out. We really need to come up with ideas. And as you can see, this is my idea, and it will work for solving that lack of user engagement problem that I had already talked about. 70% of revenue comes from online ordering. With the rollout of this new design and its features, I hope to increase that number to 75 or even 80% within the next year. Totally realistic. That's only by 5 or 10%, like I had said before. And then here we got the competition. Domino's holds the top spot, like I said before. The most valued features are live tracking of your delivery orders and the use of electronic vehicles equipped with built-in pizza ovens. And all that is great, but to me, they're gimmicks. Um, I really want to create an interactive and at the same time simple site for users to order and complete the purchasing process. Um, because while those gimmicks are great, they a user will feel more value from a product if you help them get to the end result the fastest. And that's what we're trying to do. Pizza Hut's revenue in 2023 was 6.8 billion. That's a major decline from 10 years ago. In 2013, it was 13.6. This is due lack of investment in technological features, which we're not having that. So um, we don't anticipate our sales declining. And this will give Marcos the edge that it needs to compete um, with the rest of the market. It's definitely going to give us that edge, like I said before, to push us into that number 4 spot and beyond. We can even surpass Little Caesars because they're they're not more technological. Their big thing is value, and while yes, the pizza holds value, um, our our ingredients, our price, along with our site and app features and technological features, all that combined in a whole is going to push us over the edge into the top spots where we need to be. Thank you guys very much for listening. That's all I have today. Please feel free to reach out to me with any questions, and I look forward to implementing this design um, and making the user's life easier. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day.